Good afternoon. Hi, 10 George Realty. We have a team from Hanmi Bank. We're really excited to hear all the products they have to offer, and also any questions you've had for bankers regarding the rates, where we're going, what's going on in that arena. Feel free to ask. They have great presentations, and so take it away. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Okay. I have to turn off the speaker.
Oh, no, I'm gonna leave this one on.
All right.
Sure, first.
Yes, go ahead.
That audio. Okay. I hear what you're doing.
Thank you for the introduction, Michelle. Hi, my name is Ethan from Hanmi Bank. Thank you for the invitation, and then we hope that we can do something, after this session. So, like I say, I'm a branch manager at the Hanmi Bank, and then before I go, I'd like to introduce my team. First of all, our Chief Mortgage Lending Officer, Mr. Larson Lee, is here with us. So, and then you're gonna introduce your team?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. After I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go over the Hanmi Bank first. I don't know if you have worked with Hanmi Bank before. If you're around for long enough, then you probably heard Hanmi Bank here and there. We've been around for 42 years. It's a local bank, so it's not affiliated with any other country, any other, region. We're here from California, LA, from the community. So we're 100% local. And then currently we have a branch and an LPO, 32 branches and LPO nationwide, mostly in Southern California, but we got some branches in Texas, Illinois, and then some of the big East Coast cities like metropolitan cities. And then
The bank, what is the total asset?
so asset is about 7.8 billion.
7.8?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
close.
good.
Okay, 8 billion. 8 billion in asset, yeah. So we're not that small, we're not that big. We have we can do big loans just like regional banks, but we have like small touch, like a small banks, so we can, we're very flexible, we can do customize,
What's your lending limit?
We're lending maybe, oh my God, I mean, I've seen loan over 100 million.
100 million?
Yeah, for property loans, but we like to keep it small per relationship. So right now, we're kind of limit to like 20 million to 40 million. And anything above that, I mean, we have to go another
Yeah,
hurdle.
we will participate with other
Yeah.
banks. We
Okay,
don't
So
need
we do-
that, above our limit.
okay, good.
So we like to, keep it like 20 to 40 million. And then for commercial loan, our sweet spot is about $5 million. So if you bring anything 5 million, they will love to do the loans. So
We have some projects that
Mhm.
in the range of like 30 to 40 million dollars.
okay, well,
So can you
Yeah.
finance those?
like Mr. Lee said, I mean, if we can have some kind of or syndicate the loan, then we can definitely do the loan.
Okay. good.
Yeah, it's a real estate loan, right? Commercial real
Oh,
estate?
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
we can
a
definitely.
development, a real estate development.
It's a development. It's
Yeah,
a construction.
development project.
Okay. Oh, well, we have a construction department. I mean, we can take a look. We have a, nice guy from, actually, has a own hands, experience in development. And he's on board with us, so you can take a look at the project and, go from
Which
there.
other commercial that is, you limit 5 minutes?
Excuse me?
What other commercial that you limit 5 minutes?
I
You said before there's a 20 to 40, but then you said you have commercial.
Well, I was
45?
sweet spot is $5 million, but we can go as high as $20 million, but our sweet spot is $5 million, which means we can give preferential term for that, loan amount.
For the SBA,
SBA,
504?
well, I'm talking about the commercial first, but SBA I can go over later, but SBA 504 can go as large as like $10-15 million, and then 7A up to $5 million. So there's not much you can do in SBA. I mean, it's a rule by the government. So, but commercial, I mean, it's really our call. So
The last time I spoke with Andrew, he said we limited 5.
yeah,
504.
7A is a 5 million.
But you said
7A.
you can go to 12? Well,
Oh, I'm talking about commercial because we're talking about two different loan types. There's SBA and commercial. So SBA, if you just strictly talking about the SBA, then 5 million is max. We cannot go above 5 million.
I know, but SBA 504 is combined with commercial.
Yeah, combined with the commercial, yes.
So how much is the total project you can finance?
We'd like to keep it under 50 million for SB 504.
Last time I spoke with Andrew, like a week ago,
Mhm.
2 weeks ago, he said you guys only go up to 5.
I'll talk to Andrew again.
So I'm confused, there's different.
Yeah, I'll, what's your name?
Herman,
Herman. Okay, I'll talk to Andrew and then either me or Andrew can get back to you. But, you know, we'll fix that. We'll get that answer for you.
okay.
Okay, we'll clarify. So,
Sorry, yeah.
yeah, it's okay. That's fine. Yeah. So we're local. We have 32 branches, LPOs nationwide. Yeah, 32. Yeah. So wherever there's a footprint, you can do commercial loan. And SCBA is like everywhere, you know. And then it's just it. So and then we're a publicly traded company. We are traded in the NASDAQ. So we're stable. We've been around for 40 years, so we're traded in NASDAQ. So we're not going anywhere, you know, anytime soon. So we're serving diverse multi-ethnic communities. So we're from the Korean community, but we're from the community, we're helping other community as well. So we know the business, we know the industry, we know the, you know, all the businesses. So whenever you have a question or any loan inquiries, we have expertise, so we can pretty much help you with that, you know. Our business loan, we can do revolving line of credit, you know, asset-based lending, you know, business term loans, business acquisition, equipment finance. We have a dedicated equipment leasing department. So if any of your clients has a equipment leasing inquiries, we can help you with that too. And then commercial real estate, we can do owner occupied or investment property. So owner occupied, well, you guys can do SCB, but you know, commercial, we do up to 70% finance. And then DCR requirement is based on what type of property and the business underlying business is. But usually for specialty property like gas station, hotel, it's a little high. But you know, other businesses like it's 1.3 around there, give or take. So like I said, we're flexible. So you know, throw us in the scenario, we can work with you guys. And then we also do commercial property line of credit. If the property has enough equity, then we can set up a line of credit for the property. We give 2 years term. So, you know, your clients can, you know, utilize the line of credit whenever they need, you know. So not just owner occupied, we can also give line of credit to the investment property too, you know. So if your client has a income generating, you know, shopping center, if it has enough equity, we can do line of credit on the second.
Is this a personal line of credit?
Personal line of credit, we have what's called essential line of credit. That's for the established business. I mean, for the client, like if the client has a lot of deposit and loan with us, then yes, we give out essential line of credit, unsecured. Yeah. So and the SBA lending, we can do 5047A, and then I'd like to introduce we have a new program just came out for simple loan, where you can apply online, and then you can get a response within 48 hours, give or take. So I'm gonna go over it shortly. Next, and then yes,
Swap, right? Swap.
we do swap. Yes, we do swap. The spread is case by case. So I'll let you know if there's actual case, then I can go over with you. But yeah, yes, we can do swap, 5-year, 10-year, yeah.
Okay.
And then next slide. Trade finance. I know if any of your client has a wholesale business, manufacturer business, overseas import, we can do like intentional line of credit, LC, DADP, standby LC. We can do the whole bunch. So basically, we can, it's like a one-stop shop. We can do anything from the business portion of it, commercial, and the international. So we can take care of everything. And then one of the strong point of our bank is that we have a very good treasury department, treasury products. Where I've been heard that our treasury product is very comparable to big banks like U of A and Wells Fargo. We heavily invested, many years, a lot of capital on the, to go digital. So, if you have any particular cases, I can go over, but we have a very good treasury management product. So like ACH online banking, remote deposit pay, online, and then where you can customize everything, like who can approve, who can, up to what amount, and then you can generate your employees' own online access. You don't have to talk to the banker, but you can just generate your employees like online access limit and everything by yourself. So it's very quick and easy. Like say business banking or commercial bank, or our product is mostly concentrated on the focus on the business product. So we're very good business related products, loans, deposits. Well, we're kind of weak on the consumer side, but we're very good the mortgage lending product, which our team is gonna go over shortly. And then is we can make decision very quick because we're local. And then everybody's a human, so we're 100% organic too. So we can be very quick and very accurate. We partly dropped the ball at the last minute because we're kind of taking a lot of time on the initial review process because we don't want to drop the ball at the last minute. But it could be a bit frustrating, but we hardly dropped the ball at the last minute. So, and then next thing, that's it. Yeah, it's my information. Contact me if you have any question. And then I will go over with our new SB product, which is a simple loan. So this is up to $250,000. We can do business purchase, acquisition, or even the working capital, up to $250,000. You apply online. Everything is streamlined digitally, so it's very intuitive too. So once you see it, you'll know, And then so loan amount between $20,000 to $250,000. We can do working capital, and then and the business acquisitions as well. And then I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with the 7A program, right? In terms of the 10 years, no prepayment penalty. And then it's a variable rate. Rate depends on relationship, deposit relationships. It can go anywhere between like 3.75% to, we can give you a few discounts with the deposit relationship. So we can go over if there's any particular specific scenarios. So let me know. Next page. So I mean the rule is the same for anybody else, anywhere else. So 20%. 20% over ownership, 2% guarantee, and then FICO score. We're looking at average 680. What do you mean by average? I mean, we take the average of all the guarantors. So average is 680. And then they changed the rule. It has to be only US citizens or nationals. So if there are any minority shareholder is not US citizen, then it's not qualified for SBA loan. And then we are looking for 2 years of big business experience. And then it says eligible industry only. Most recently, we have stopped lending on restaurant businesses and the Jalbert downtown, the garment business. Other than that, we're okay,
We don't give restaurant.
No, not for this type of loan. Yeah, we're gonna stay away from because they're not having a good time right now. So but it's temporary, It's not it's not permanent. So for the time being, we're kind of trying to stay away from the restaurant businesses. So
Question there.
question, okay. Line of credit, we don't do line of credit, and the home business office is one of the business that was not qualified. So if you have any other question, should be here. We'll go over. And then
You finance hotels?
of course, yes. This is one of our stronger point.
Your favorite,
Yeah, our Korean bank's favorite industry is hotel gas stations. So, hotel, we're looking for cash flow, extremely good cash flow, because we take 4% reserve of the revenue from the cash flow. So, and then we're looking for 1.5 times PCR.
1.5.
Yeah, 1.5, but we can do cash out. So, if any, hotel business then is like has a good cash flow, then yeah, we can
Why
find.
is yours 1.5? The other bank is 1.25.
Oh, man, where is it? I like to work.
East West Bank.
It's West Bank. Oh, man, they're big banks.
Yeah, you're different too, yeah.
But we're flexible. I know there's some other business that they don't do. I know some brand or some location they don't want to do it, but that's something they can do.
Some of small bank, they get the DCR
Mhm.
as 1.0.
1.0 for hotel?
Hotel, yeah,
Really?
we just had one.
Oh, wow, really? Okay, well, yeah, we can discuss later. I mean, maybe they have any other, maybe there are other conditions, who knows, So,
I know Hanmi Bank is really aggressive,
we are,
Especially SBA.
yeah, we're very aggressive, especially,
So I was kind of surprised that,
Mhm.
the PCL is 1.5.
Yeah, because, maybe a year ago, a lot of big banks, like East West banks, they stopped lending on hospitality, but now they start to finance, so we can't really competing against those banks. But, yeah, we'll see, maybe our management can, take a look and then, maybe adjust the DCR requirement, but for the time being, we're stuck at 1.5. But, maybe we can do, location or brand that they cannot do, so.
How about the LTV? What is that?
LTV, that's a
For
good
hotel.
question. For hotel, 30% is minimum.
Oh,
So
minimum
we can do up to 7% LTV, but we like to keep it at 65 at cash out or any refinance.
That's
Yeah.
reasonable.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah, but if you look at the 1.5 PCR, maybe 30% wouldn't work, so. For back to the simple loan, tax return, we don't really require tax return. That's just to verify the sales. Because when we do working capital, business loan, we take 20% of the revenue, average revenue. So that's the only reason why I look at the tax return. And then we're not looking at the net income or anything. So, and the bank statement is to, just in case tax return is not filed, we based on the revenue, based on the bank statements. That's the reason why. And then there's any SBA form IDs, it's a boilerplate, any other banks, wherever they require, and we require the same thing. And then, like I said, first decision, they say within 48 hours, but I think probably that's when they see all the document they ask for, then it's 48 hours. So if there's any missing document, it could be longer, but we're trying to, keep it very fast. And then, the terms, 10 years, the same, and then, yeah, like I said, we've been around for 40 years, so we know the business, we know the community. So we understand your concern too, and we understand how business works. So, we don't ask same question over and over, or, some obvious question, because we already know we already have the expertise and experience on the business industry. So, that's a good thing. And then this loan terms, what I just said, 20 to 25, $50,000 loan, 10 years loan term, Proposition 3.75. Packaging fee is based on the loan amount. And then for business working capital, yeah.
What's the WSI prime?
That's Wall Street Journal prime. Right now it's 6.75%. It's adjusted.
Can you repeat?
It's Wall Street Journal prime.
Oh,
It's right now it's 6.75.
okay.
Yeah, so it adjusted like maybe every monthly or 2 months. But the SBA loan, it'll be adjusted quarterly basis, just for your information.
So it can be adjustable every month, the interest rate.
Yeah.
Interest rate will be adjusted every quarterly if there's any changes. Yeah. But your initial rate will be based on at the time of overseas journal prime plus whatever the margin, but it's usually 3.75 for this product.
In that range,
Mhm.
could be up to what rate? Up
Interest
to
rate?
10 or 6 or whatever?
The interest rate? You mean there's a
When
ceiling?
it variable?
Ceiling? You're talking about if there's any ceiling? There's no ceiling. Yeah.
No
There's no
ceiling?
floor, there's no ceiling. Yeah. But usually economy is good, they raise the rate, economy is bad. Well, it doesn't work this way right now, but usually, economy is good, then they raise the rate. It's down, then they decrease the rate. So,
Do you have fixed rate for the commercial loans?
oh yes, of course. We
How much
have
is the fixed rate?
we go 5-year fixed, and then we can go as low as 6%.
That's good.
That's really good.
That's
Yes.
very good. That's
Uh-huh.
even
Yeah.
less than
Mhm.
the regular market is 6.5 now, right?
How about the mixed use property?
Mixed use, yes, we love those kind of properties. Yeah, we can do as low as 6%, but deposit relationship come along. So it's really transaction basis. I mean, it really depends on the transaction. So if you have a particular scenario, then let me take a look. We can go over it with you, and then I can probably give you a rate, what rate range we can go with, we're comfortable with. And then
Most of the transaction here
Mhm.
in our company are residential,
residential,
single family residence.
that's
Yeah.
not my expertise. That's
Okay.
Mr. Larson's expertise. So
We
yeah, well,
talk
their
about
team
it.
will go over. And then yeah, so speak, complete, and prepare is very easy. 1, 2, 3. So if you go to our Hanmi Bank website, then you'll see the link for the SBA loan. So if you have any client that wants to get working capital loan for up to $250,000, and you can go on the website, you apply. And then any question, just give me my phone number. I'll answer it. And then that's it. Yeah.
So all the program related to commercial.
Yeah, up to now right now, and then our mortgage team will go over the residential loans, mortgage. Yeah. So any more questions?
So how easy is it to get pre-approved?
So we're pretty much looking at 3 years financials, PFS. And then if there's any, like a rental property, rent rolls, those are 3 most important piece of information that we'd like to see before we issue LOI. So if everything comes in, everything's, we're good, comfortable with, we're looking at like a week.
A week?
Yeah, to
Okay.
issue LOI.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And then once your client sign the LOI, if the deposit, we're trying to close within 60 days.
Oh.
We're trying, but it could be maybe a couple of weeks, but we're trying to follow the 2 months turnaround time. Any more questions?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you provide SBA financing on a business residential home?
No, I don't think that's qualified for SBA loan.
It has to be a commercial
It has to
building.
be commercial, yes.
Okay. How close is your Hanmi Bank to the city of Arcadia?
We have a closest one should be the Roland Heights. We have one branch in Roland Heights and in Diamond Bar. I think the Roland Heights will be we have a downtown could be
So,
close to you, yeah.
Diamond Bar is close. What about Pasadena? Do you have an office in Pasadena?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
But if you bring a lot of clients, then why not? We'll maybe open up a new branch in Pasadena.
Okay, well, our office would be interested in referring business to you, okay?
Right, okay, let me know. I will,
Well, this is, your presentation is very helpful.
thank you.
I like your presentation, and if I'm able to refer business to you, SBA financing, you've given me a lot of information that will allow me to refer business to you. Thank you, Ethan.
Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Anybody else? This is our main event, or our Chief Mortgage Lending Officer, Mr. Larson, will come up to the podium and then introduce.
Thank you, Ethan. Thank you, everybody, especially Mr. Camp. Thank you very much for giving us opportunity to present our product. To my right, Justin Davis is our operating manager, and Simon is our MLO. They will go over the number. I just wanted to go through some introduction. I've been in the business 40 years. My name is Larson Lee. I'm the chief mortgage lending guy in the Hanmi Bank. Believe it or not, I used to work for a Chinese bank 5 years ago. Royal Business Bank, I'm sure you heard of it.
Bank.
I started a residential business there. We sold to one of your bank, Pacific Alliance Bank, Mega Bank. We sold a lot of loans to other Chinese and Korean bank. I'm the one who started non-QM business. I used to work for Washington Mutual. And back then, 1999, when Hong Kong was about to go back to China, a lot of the people came over with a lot of money. So back then, I created a foreign national at Washington Mutual. That was one of the best performing loans we had. The requirement was 20% because you got to remember, most of those are filthy rich guys coming over with a just ton of cash. And most of them had a British passport. So it was easier for us to do business. And then that number kind of grew. I was ranked #1 in units in Southern California for loans we did. Obviously, the Washington Mutual went away. I was with the Bank of America. That's where I met Justin Davis. We worked there for a couple of years. Then I went to Korean Bank to create a non-QM product, which should fit your clients. Is actually the non-QM is made for Asian, well, ethnic group, put it this way. The people coming out, first generation immigrant, people coming from other countries that don't have tax return, but they have a ton of cash and they want to do it, they want to buy a home. Specifically, Chinese, Korean, they like to buy in a high educated area, San Marino, Cerritos, Irvine, Diamond Bar, and the house price costs high and it's very difficult to qualify. That's why we came up with this non-QM product. And I was the first one to sell those loans to Wall Street and other Chinese banks with FDIC's blessing. So Pacific Alliance Bank used to buy, and what they do is they buy and they copy our product, saying, "Hey, that's working for them, so let's do that." So it has most of the Korean banks. So we go back. This is actually, for your clients, the Chinese, Vietnamese, Korean. I tell the FDIC people, why you do this product? Hey, we want a tax return. I say, you go up to Valley Boulevard, you go down to New and St. Gabriel Avenue. Some of the restaurants don't take credit cards. We used to have a branch in New York. I used to go to Brooklyn. It's all cash business. A lot of people are not familiar or comfortable with the banking. So, the down payment, what is the down payment? What requirement would you have or FDIC would feel comfortable with the down payment? So initially, 2009, when I started with the Korean bank, we proposed 50% for 12 months. They didn't say yes. So we're going to start it anyway. But every quarter, I'll give you a report. And that kind of got evolved. I was producing a lot more than I could keep. So first bank I sold our product was to Mega Bank, and then RBB, and then Mr. Tian decided to hire me to create the product at RBB. The bank was 750 million when I got there. When I left, was a 4 billion. When I came to Hanmi Bank, was I think was a 3.9 or and now we're hitting 8 billion. The product is geared for a first generation immigrant with the supporting the buyers. And George Realty and I go a long way, really, really long way. I started my sales career in 1986. 1986, and my area was Rolling Heights. So if I believe memory, I think it's like early 90s you started Autobahn and Colima. I had 3 top producers giving me loans when I was a broker. Then I moved to Washington Mutual. So far as the non-QM loan is concerned, we're the expert. Justin Davis was at Bank of America. He joined me at Royal Business Bank and run the operation. We also have a wholesale team and a warehouse team. So we like to get a bunch of business from George Realty, and maybe we can work something out where, we can put you guys as one of the correspondents. We'll talk about that later. But as far as our product is concerned, is customer friendly. First generation, second generation friendly. So now everybody has it, but with original, we are the foreign national special. So if you have a foreign national borrower who wants to come and buy a home, come to us, we'll take care of it for you. We'll give you step by step how to move the money from China to here, what documentation we need to get going. Okay, so now we go up to, I think, what is the max? 40%? 40% now. But if you have a green card or anything else, we'll treat them as a U.S. citizen. They can go up to 70% LTV. With having said that, I'll introduce Justin Davis to go over our product in detail. Okay, Justin.
Yeah, or Simon, you know?
Simon, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Simon. It's nice being here, and thank you for the opportunity to let us introduce our only product that we have. At Hanmi, we have only 2 products, 7/6 on and 30 years fixed. Our maximum loan amount is $4 million for residential, for single family, HUD, and 2 to 4 unit. You could go with a 70% LTV up to $4 million and 30% up, 25% to 3 million, right?
That's correct.
Okay. And but the condominium, we have up to 2 million with a 70% maximum loan to value. Now, under this product, we have 5 different programs, which is most common practice in the market. We call ALTDOC, which is alternative documentation. For self-employed, we just need CPA letters, profit and loss payment, and business license. And for wage earners, we just need a WVO, which is written verification of employment, and verbal verification of employment as well.
Yeah, we'll verify the verbal right at funding. So they'll do the written and then we do the
Yeah, we did
verbal.
2 times before.
Let me stop you a minute. I know he said a limit of 4 million, but we done a lot of loan up to 10 million. Okay. Usually when it goes above 4, we will require more LTV. I want to name few you probably know, but he's well known in Chinese. We've done a lot of loans for him. Okay, we will do a lot of loans for him. Probably see,
As you said,
a lot of loans for him.
Over $4 million with the exception request, case by case, we could do up to $10 million. Okay? And then our second option have ADIO, which means asset-based income options. But on this program, our maximum loan amount is $3 million for single family and 2 to 4 unit with 65% of loan to value, up to $2 million with 70% loan to value.
And the trick to this product is very similar to our main alternative doc product. The trick though with this one is we're just going off what they have in assets.
The
So
bank statement.
the bank statement. We're not looking at deposits. We're not looking at any kind of P&L like we would on our alternative docs. We're looking at the asset amount and we have an income calculation. So this is a good product if somebody has a lot
We
of
don't
money.
require anything else, no tax return, nothing else.
Nothing.
You just
No
based
45
on the
bucks.
bank statement that you have, will calculate the income to give you the loans.
So on a season fund for last 2 months, divide by 6 is gonna be your monthly income. But for self-employed, still we need to have we have two documents that have to be presented, which is between CPA letters, business license, or third-party listing, maybe your website, business website. Either your current business name must be shown on the credit. That's for self-employed. For wage earners, we do verbal verification employment, and then the current employment list on 1003 on one application has to be on credit report as well. Now, and third, we have 3 months bank statement. For self-employed, we just need a CPA letters to your business license, and you could add on their third-party listing. Either the current business name has to be shown on the credit report as well. The wage earner, same thing. Verification of employment verbally with current employment must be shown on the credit report as well. And then we have 6 months business bank statement, which is so hot these days because this the product we launched, lately. With this product, a lot of business owners qualify easily with their P&L. So how do you calculate the income? We give you 50% of the average deposit for last 6 months will be your monthly income. Let's put it this way: we have $200,000 average deposit into your business account. Divide by 2, 50%, the 100,000, that'll be your monthly income without profit and loss statement. But still, we're gonna have to have a CPA letter to verify 2 years in the business. And in the last, we have CRA product, which is a Community Redevelopment Act, which is only we require only 20% down payment, but up to $1.5 million loan amount max for single family, and 2 to 4 units. But for condo, up to $1.5 million, we have to have at least 30% down with a 70% loan to value. And with up to $1 million, only 25% down for condo. But this property must be located at low to moderate income area. How you check? You could check on the website FFICE. You just put you have typed your properties of the property address. You'll find if the property is located in that area.
I can show you guys. This is kind of critical. So I'm gonna kind of just go real quick to the FFIEC geocoding website. If you Google geocoding FFIEC, you get this page, and you can just put in an address. So this one. Right up the street.
Why are you doing it? Most of the El Monte area qualify as a moderate income census tract.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a lot of Alhambra is gonna be middle or yeah, a lot of Alhambra is gonna be middle or upper. But you can put in the address. You can see on the demographic data, it tells you the tract income level right here as middle. And the way they calculate that, they're gonna look at the county average, which in this case is 106. And then that tract median income is 90. So that's why it's over 80%. If it's between 50 and 80, it's moderate. If it's less than 50, then it's going to be a low income. So you want to check this because it gives you that extra 5% LTV up to 80%. And we also have higher DTIs on that. And so it's just a better overall fit. You get better pricing. In some cases right now they're the same, but they have been in the past, they've had better pricing. So for us, it's a win for the bank because we get credit for lending in those areas. And so that's definitely want to check that with Simon. If you have a loan, he can check whether they can be eligible for the CRA if you don't want to go through this, or you can just look it up on this FFIEC website here.
Could you type the address again? 1611 South Garfield Avenue.
So yeah, this is our location here. It's still middle.
Still middle, yes. So on this particular product, CRA, your debt DTI ratio is high. 45 front and 50 back is very generous DTI we're giving to the borrowers. And the rest of other program, the DTI is 38.43, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Remember, you gotta remember, the DTI is basically kind of stated income. We don't want to say stated income. Is what you provide to us as a P&L or VOEs and whatnot. So, remember that. And so people don't qualify, then you might want to come to us and ask, and we'll guide them about how to.
So, if you have any question, just give us a call, and in the scenario, I could guide you how to approach your borrower to qualify for this needs.
I'm gonna pull up your flyers here real
Yeah.
quick. Let me
Yes, we do 40 nationals, up to $4 million, the minimum down payment of 40% down. And 40 national only qualify for our stock. Doesn't qualify for the ABIO or 3 months bank of business payment or 6 months business bank statement. Only alternative documentation.
They must provide income documentation from the originating country, whether it's China, Korea, Vietnam, in that area. Very difficult to verify. We just want something to show that they're stating the income.
I'm sorry, I will share again.
So the form that I give you,
For the foreign national, you just need to see their bank statement from the original country.
No, first of all, we need to see the money coming over to the United States without any issue, okay? So, what we need is income documentation from that country, whether it's in China or Korea, saying that this gentleman makes this much money and, the CPA states they're making money and the down payment here in the United States, we can do the loan. The reason for we want the money here, because we had many times where they sent the money, the bank rejects it, and the money doesn't come through, and with a problem. And a lot of times the lender gets blamed. It's actually the fund that wasn't acceptable, whether through the escrow or other bank. So we just want to make sure that the money is in the United States.
For a period of what, 3 months or 2 months or?
No, you show you had the money in, say, Vietnam,
Okay.
and then you should need to show us wiring that fund from that account to wherever American account that you have. That's all we need to see. Okay.
And
Well,
we can be flexible on that too, because there's a lot of them where they use different family members to bring the funds in.
Money because China and Korea, I don't know now, but a couple of years ago they had a maximum wiring of 50,000. So when you want to buy $1 million house, you want to put down 400,000. You're gonna need 8 different cousins and uncles. You know what I mean? And so that's one of the tricks that you do. But we just wanted to see from the originating bank that was your money. So you give it to Jose, you give it to Peter, you give it to Larson, we don't check whether they're uncle or not, it's just, but
and also the gift money can be involved in this transaction called floating fund, okay? And then we don't require a donor's ability. As long as donor wire money directly to the escrow, that's it.
that shows he has money to send, you know what I mean? So whatever the account you guys disclose is coming, 50,000 is coming from Bank of America or whatever account. So when they send from that account, we know they had ability to send, right? And we believe the Bank of America will do all the OFAC checks and whatnot, and there's no problem.
And it doesn't need to be seasoned.
The donors no. Donors we don't check, I believe.
It has to be relative. It has to be relative.
Like the fund has to be.
There's no way for us to check the relative, but it has to be relative.
Yeah, we would still need the seasoning. So for instance, if it's coming from like a Chinese bank or something like that, or out of the country, we would want to see that initial so that we know that there's at least 2 months. But if they've sent it to the US and it's been seasoned for 2 months, we're good to go. We could just use those.
So it's better to have the closing fund in US institution, financial
Yeah.
institution on in 2 months of season fund. So the fund that I give you, on right hand side, you see some flyers. So general flyer for our portfolio product and some foreign national loans and 6 months business bank statement. And left side, usually this page is key point of our product and the programs. And then behind this, you can find these matrices with the details of each program.
Our current rate is at 6%, 7-year fix with the total cost. But if you make a deposit or create a banking relationship, those get waived.
The extra quarter, yeah.
And the 30-year fix is quarter to the rate higher than 7.6. Sometimes people want secure, be safe on the term. If you offer 30 years, just add up the quarter to the rate. Okay. Any question?
You guys don't deal with any government assistance program? Do you?
No, we don't. No, we don't.
What about HELOC?
Actually, I'm working on the HELOC. The problem is that, we're a small bank and then it's take a lot of effort and a lot of compliance. So
We're focused, I am hoping we can get the fixed second soon,
second.
the HELOC, but the
HELOC, yeah.
HELOCs might be a little bit longer.
Like I said, we're the expert when it comes to non-QM. I can claim that we started the non-QM loans. We started back in 1999 with the four national loans, and we kind of created the start. We had a hard time convincing FDIC back in 2009.
So, yeah.
Coming off the financial crisis, they did not want none of that. But we were able to, knock on wood, last 15 years we don't have not a single foreclosure. Not a single, and that's why the FDIC allowed us to sell to other FDIC community banks.
If down the road, if you guys have any question, my business card is attached to this folder. So just give me a call and then we go with the scenario. Okay. Thank you.
You guys have, I don't think there were any on here.
Yeah.
No, I don't have any questions on the chat. But, is there any questions we could cover right now? Thank you.
Thank you.
Across the merch, so feel free to
Oh,
grab it.
yeah.
Thank you for attending. That was very informative, and the contact information, we can email it to you. We'll email out their flyers that they provided. I believe you also got it in the meeting announcement. But if you don't have any of those flyers, let me know. I'll get it out to you. Thank you all. We'll see you in a couple of days, I think on Friday. All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you.